Hi and welcome back to my road to F1 22 and F2 mini-series. I know I have had a long time off since the last video, apologies for this, but we are back with a bang and we are in Monte Carlo today for the Monaco Grand Prix. I don't have the qualifying for this video, but today I'm bringing you both races, the sprint and feature race, in one video. So without further ado, let's go racing!
Monaco. Formula 2 has been welcomed back to this most famous of race locations, and the excitement in the air is building as we count down to the start of today's race. The circuit to Monaco is, for all practical purposes, pretty much unchanged since its 1929 introduction. It's strange to consider, but this 2.1 mile lap will take the drivers here around almost an entire country. 19 corners, but not that many opportunities for overtaking. Instead, this is a track that rewards technical skill. I'm Alex Jakes, and I'm joined once again by the GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. Davide, today's race takes place on one of the most infamous street circuits in motorsports. What is it about this track that makes it stand out?
Alex, I'm very happy to be here. Monaco is a short track, but the wall is just after the white line. The drivers need to stay aware from the line and from the wall. And it's so important to start in the first two rows if you want to compete for the victory.
Here is the grid for today's race, which will be starting shortly. A fantastic effort from Mick Schumacher yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Nobuharu Matsushita alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Markelon, Sonoda, Jan Daruvala, and Dragovic, Ticktum, Sato, Schwartzman, Luca Giotto, Piquet, Aitken, Guan Yu Zhou, and Nissany, Alesi, Delatraz, Samaya, and Nikita Mazepin, Galeo, Lundgaard, Armstrong, and a Uni Virtuosi rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Here we have the Monaco Grand Prix. What can we do at the start? 5 red lights and away we go. Great push off from us. We are up into 21st already. Coming down the inside. Can we get there? No, cut off. Oh, slightly in the back there. Oh, go down the inside. Oh, we cut the corner a little bit there though. Is that going to affect us? I believe it is. We have to let off the gas here. Let those cars back past. That was an illegal overtake. They come back past and we try to keep it up the back of Mazepin as much as we can. Going into this next corner, we go a bit wide there. Armstrong's right by the side of us there, you can see. But we try and sneak it down the inside. We do. We get down the inside up into 20th. Push in Lundgaard out there. Get past him on the outside here. And we're up into 18th spot. That was some lovely little overtakes on the first lap there. Yellow flag. Something's happened in front of us. Someone's collided a little bit maybe. But the race still with green flag again. We're still racing. So let's keep going down this first lap. Trying to keep on the back of Delatraz. Already falling behind from Delatraz, but we come into the chicane here. Can we get over it? I would say just on that occasion, but we're through and we're going to the fast section of the track, trying to keep behind him. Monaco on a controller, not the easiest of courses to get through, but we've got 21 laps to do today. What can we do? Can we do anything better on the 18th? I think we can, but we have to push this car to the absolute limit. What can we do today? Here we have lap 7 now of this Monaco Grand Prix feature race, and we are chasing Delatraz down for that 17th position. No change for these first 7 laps. Nice camera angle change there so you can see us flying around this Monaco track now, trying to get behind him. We're cutting that deficit down. It's getting smaller and smaller as we come into this tight left-hander here, right up the back of him now. Surely we can do something on this lap. but Monaco is renowned for not being very easy to overtake, so we have to find some way around him here. Can we do it down into the chicane here? On the brakes late, we're nearly into the back of him. We cut the corner there. That is a bit naughty from us, but we haven't had anything on over the stewards at the moment. We go around the outside there. That's a very tight place to overtake, but we've done it. We're zooming through there, and we're overtaking Delatraz for 17th. We're pushing through. Great camera angle there for the onboard view. And we come round for this, finish this 7th lap in 17th place. Lap 13 now, and we are coming down to the chicane. These tyres are struggling a little bit now, as you can see. We would need to have a pit stop now, I think, to have any chance of surviving. Otherwise, this may turn ugly on this episode. But we are going to come in to change these tyres on this lap, I think, very early for this race. No one's pitted yet. This will be the first pit stop of the race, so taking a gamble a little bit here to see if we can get those new tyres up to temperature fast and see if we can get some good lap times in to try and get back up to that 17th where we were when we came into the pit stop. So let's head out now and finish this lap and get these tyres up to temperature so we can attack those people that are in front of us and try and get higher up in this race. We have lap 14 actually coming into 15 now on this lap, and we're heading down the right hand side of the track. We nearly collide with Delatraz, I think that was there, so good job we kept to the left hand side a little bit before he came out of his pit stop. But we're up into 17th, back up into 17th after the pit stops have gone, and we've actually gained a little bit on Delatraz. He's got 2 seconds behind us now, so that is a good thing for us, trying to keep him behind us. But we skip a little bit of ahead now, coming into the 16th lap of this race, and Samaya, you can see, is coming out of the pit stop after his pit stop, so we've caught 16th place a little bit, only 1.8 seconds behind. So can we chase him down? He has the fresher tyres though, so let's see how this first lap of him on his tyres comes out. They're not probably that hot, so we might be able to do something here. Coming down into the windy, slow part of this track now. Trying to keep up with Samaya, but he is shifting and he is moving from us. His tyres are definitely fresher. He is moving away from us more than anything, and if you can see behind us now, Delatraz is catching us. He's already within a second of us from lap 15. Not good for us. 0.8 of a second now. He is literally right up the back of us. Not good. We are not doing well with these ultra soft tyres. As you can see, he is right behind us. Can we hold him off until the end of this race? Final lap now of this race. Delatraz has been chasing us down since the 16th lap, and he is all over the back of us. Can we hold him off for one final lap of the Monaco circuit? Great view there coming down into the slow section. As you can see, I am basically holding him up because he and the cars behind have the higher pace than me. But this track, like I have said earlier, is renowned for not letting anyone through because there is no space to do so. So can we hold him off? It shouldn't be too difficult, but we are pulling everything out of the bag at the moment. Down into the chicane, cut the corner a little bit there. We are still through. We've made a little bit of a gap there, coming down into the final section of this last lap Monaco feature race. And that corner was wide. We nearly hit the wall. That was close. He is right by us, but we still have the position and the last corner now, I don't think he can do anything. So here we come from 22nd to 17th. What a race. Driver of the day, I'll take that.
A great win then for the Prema team today. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
It was down to one thing: consistent pace over everyone else out there on the track. We could spend a great deal of time talking about race and tire strategy, what else to put on the track, but at the end of the day, the difference here was down to simply being faster on track than everyone else. Amazing skill on show.
As we look back on a thrilling race here today, we can now see the drivers take their places on the podium. It's a familiar sight by now, as it's another successful F2 win for Prema. And now, let's take a look at the driver's stats. It's a good result for Mick Schumacher, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
Well, I'm going to have to give it to the Uni Virtuosi driver. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in the wheel-to-wheel situation. They showed maturity and patience.
And now a look at the team standings. Prema extend their lead at the top of the championship. Meanwhile, Carlin move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So as you saw in the last frame there, we are 4th in the championship and 5th in the constructors. Not a bad place to be in so far. Feature race of Monaco is done, 17th. Can we do any better in the sprint race today? Let's see. So here we have the sprint race from 17th. What can we do? Slight rain here, as you can see on the screen, but we're away on these soft tyres. See what we can do. Up to 16th. Can we do anything on this first lap like we did in the feature race? On the outside they get squeezed very much. We push someone even on the inside there. 16th we are currently. Not a bad start from us. Zooming up this track here, up the hill and around this corner. We go down the inside like we have done in previous races. We skip a couple of races there up into 14th, maybe 15th. We push Alessio Nissani, I think that it might be out wide. But there's us on the left hand side there pushing out. That is Nissani. And now against our teammate. Can we we've pushed him out a little bit round the corner there. Nice overtakes from us up into 13th place ahead of our teammate Guan Yu Zhou. Battling him through the tunnel there. Down into the chicane. He brakes late as well. But we get the corner, make it ours. And we still keep the position for 13th. Great start from us. 4 places gained. We have to keep Guan Yu Zhou behind us though. I know he's our teammate, but still we want to see if we can get up to where Mick Schumacher is and try and get some points on the board if possible. But this weather might not be good for us. This is obviously getting a bit slippy there. They can see the car battling against the elements. So great first lap for us. And now we come to lap 3 of this race, and as you can see, Guan Yu Zhou does not want to let us have 13th place. He is battling us up the hill, coming down. We get the line. He goes on my inside, tries a little move, but we've still kept the inside for this corner, so we still have him behind us. Down into the slow section of the course. Brake really late there, so we go a bit wide. But we still hold him behind us. all the way on the curb a little bit there. The car wouldn't have liked that, but we have kept him at bay for now and trying to keep him behind us. 13th is ours, Guan Yu Zhou. Leave us alone. And that is it. We come to lap 15 now of this race, and as you can see, no change in the order. Guan Yu Zhou is still behind us. As in the feature race, as soon as you get a position, you've got it here. It is damn near impossible for someone to overtake. My car is as big as the road, and we have kind of conquered him on this occasion. So 13th, I believe, is going to be our final position in this race. And what a race it has been. 17th on the grid starting, and 13th again, made 4 places in the first lap. What a race. Still not in the points for us, so losing points again here this weekend at Monaco, but I've enjoyed my time here. I didn't crash, so that is a bonus. Last few corners, going past all the fans there. That's a great view from the camera angle. Cut the corner a little bit there, but FIA don't mind, not on the last lap anyway. And coming through for the last corner of this race, through into 13th. Thank you very much.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
What a race, and driver of the day again. I'll take that again. 17th to 13th, not bad.
Great work from the Trident team. They take a famous win here today. And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition here.
The difference was in the strategy. Credit to the driver for sure, but races like this really drive home how much of a team sport this is. They did a lot of work on the pit wall to really make the most of his stint and to make the best use of these tires. But that said, all of that would have been for nothing without a talented hand on the wheel.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be Trident picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire... So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. The gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race for our championship leader. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
Well, I'm going to have to give it to the Uni Virtuosi driver. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 2, so it was a great effort.
On to the teams then. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Another team that excelled today was Dams, who make further progress up the table. That's it for today's race. From Davide and I, it's goodbye.